The Honorable William G. Davis was the Premier of Ontario from 1971 to 1985. He served as a member of the Ontario Legislature, representing Peel, Peel North, and Brampton from 1959 until his retirement in 1985. He was appointed Education Minister in 1962 and added what was then called the University Affairs portfolio 2 years later. As we celebrate this year the 50th anniversary of the Ontario College system, and indeed Humber's 50th anniversary, it is quite fitting that we also take this opportunity to recognize Mr. Davis's significant contributions to the higher education landscape and to our province's society in general. Among his wide-ranging accomplishments, the most significant for us at Humber was the establishment of Ontario's widely respected college system in 1966, which led to the creation of Humber College in 1967. Without Mr. Davis's leadership, we would literally not be here today. Yes. It is also important to note that his contributions did not start or end there. As Premier, Bill Davis combined a business-like approach to the running of government with a sensitive understanding of the needs and aspirations of the people it serves. Under his leadership, social services were greatly expanded, and technological initiatives, the key to Ontario's future prosperity, were fostered. During the early 1980s, he initiated centers dealing with robotics, biotechnology, and computer applications to manufacturing. Both during his time in office as an elected official and since that time, Mr. Davis has achieved many notable accomplishments. On April 17, 1982, he was sworn in as a member of the Privy Council by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. In further recognition of his accomplishments, on April 9, 1986, the Governor-General of Canada, the Right Honourable Jean Sauvé, invested Mr. Davis as a Companion of the Order of Canada. From March 1985 to March 1986, Mr. Davis served as Canada's Special Envoy on Acid Rain at the request of Brian Mulroney, then Prime Minister of Canada. In 1987, Mr. Davis was honored with an investiture in the Order of Ontario presented by Lieutenant Governor Lincoln Alexander. In 2001, he was inducted as a Knight in l'Ordre National de la Légion d'Honneur at a ceremony conducted in Toronto by the Ambassador of France in Canada, acting on behalf of Jacques Chirac, President of the French Republic. And if you think that was long, that wasn't the whole list. We don't have time for the whole list. Bill Davis was born in Brampton on July 30th, 1929. After attending the University of Toronto and Osgoode Hall, he was called to the bar in 1955. He has since been awarded honorary diplomas by several Ontario colleges and honorary degrees by a dozen Ontario universities, as well as the Yeshiva University of New York, the National University of Ireland, and the University of Tel Aviv. Mr. Davis, you are an inspiration to us. Here at Humber, we are proud and grateful to call you our leader, our neighbor, and our friend. And most importantly, we are proud to call you a Humber grad. President Whitaker, Mr. Gray, it is with great honor and pleasure that we ask you to confer upon Mr. Bill Davis this Bachelor of Applied Studies degree.
Well, Mr. President Emeritus, distinguished members of the faculty, I have a note which said to me, please be 5 to 7 minutes, no more. Well, no, it didn't say it that abruptly, but it did hint. If you think I'm going to get up here and stop after 7 minutes, you're totally wrong. Mind you, I'd like to bring the orchestra back because I saw some of you sort of working as though you were part of that group in the front row here. I was really very impressed. I don't know how that makes you a good nurse, but nonetheless, I was quite impressed. I thank this very distinguished lady on my philosophical right, maybe, I doubt it, but geographically. I also want to thank the president of this part of the college system in Ontario. Mind you, he learned a little bit to the east of us. And of course, there's a gentleman here that I knew so well when he was president here some few years ago. He's such a shy, retiring individual. None of you would even remember him, would they? Listen, if you think he was shy and retiring, you never knew him. I have to say to the folks here who are nurses-to-be, if you see this, can I give you some friendly advice? Advise all of your friends during the summer months, wear a hat. Because if you don't wear a hat, you might end up with one of these. I won't tell you what it is. The only thing I can tell you, I listened to the gentleman who's in charge of this gathering, who himself is a nurse. I had to have this bandage done early this morning. I said, now, where did you learn how to do this? She said, Humber. And I don't want to upset this very distinguished gentleman who's been in charge of the events here today. If I had to make a choice between him and that delightful young lady or one of you young ladies, he would be second rate. Don't take offense. I don't think I mean it, but I might. I'm here because I had some slight involvement with the creation of the college system. I recall vividly there were some people opposed. I won't name names. One of them was a political party whose name escapes me. There was a newspaper that I could tell you the name, but I won't. And the reality is, in spite of their objections, it has turned out to be one of the great significant, I think, contributions here in the province of Ontario, which is the envy in many respects in parts of the United States. We did a little trip to California. We went to Florida. Now, some of you will say, what, do we have a holiday? We went to New York State. We found nothing that is comparable to what we have here in this province, and I take a modest degree of pride in what we have accomplished. There are people who said it would never work. There are people who said we don't want a part of it. And you see today, after 10 years, 20 years, now 50 years, what it has accomplished for the people of Ontario and, quite frankly, the people of Canada. See, I have 5 children. That's quite a few. They're all married. I have 12 grandchildren. Not bad. I have 1 great-grandchild who is smarter than any of the rest of us. She's not quite a year old yet. But they have been very helpful in terms of understanding and appreciating and supporting some of the activities of their father. I took some pride, not in so much in what we did with respect to the college system, but really what it means for Canada. You know, I see what's happening south of the border these days, and I say to myself, and if there's anybody here from the press, quote me accurately, I'm glad we live in Canada. I'm getting very close to the 7 minutes, but I haven't really started yet. I mean, I heard somebody talk about a very distinguished gentleman that was a great friend of mine, played the piano very well. He was somewhat envious. If he were here today, he would say, I travel all the United States, and I agree with you, Mr. Premier, without any hesitation. I won't give you his name. He mentioned it earlier. I don't want to get him in trouble. I won't be much longer. Having children looking out as I do upon a lot of younger people than myself, I say to myself as an individual, what you can accomplish, what you will do for the people of Ontario and hopefully the people of Canada and elsewhere. You should take some pride in what you've done. You should understand that there is a future before you. You should understand that don't pay too much attention to your president or your former president because they're great people, but you could be greater. Are you offended by my saying that? Listen, you know, he's very good. He should run for public office. Now, where's the overwhelming applause for that brilliant idea of mine? I have a horrible feeling a certain political party of which I know something not much about had their meeting here. Just think how he might have accomplished. Never mind. So I just say to all of you who are graduating today, not only are you fortunate, you can contribute so much to others here in the province and elsewhere. It's a great honor to be made a sort of an honorary member of this college. I treasure it. I hope I don't need your service too often, but if I do, I think I'll call on one of you, not him. Thank you.
Congratulations.